Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out VeChain's price chart. And if you remember, in the previous update we were right in here and I was saying, okay, this is not a bad sign, the fact that we are having off of this low a 1 2 3 4 5, but one way or the other in VeChain we are going to have a move on the downside. Why? Well, let's check out different possibilities. I said if this is an optimistic sign and the low is already in, then okay, in that case, after a 5-wave up, we're gonna have a correction structure down, overall a move down. On the other hand, if this is a correction and I am wrong, well, okay, what are we going to have next? A rather strong and deep move on the downside. So that's why in the previous update, we said one way or the other, we are going to get a move down and we need to pay full attention to the shape of it. And unfortunately, I don't think that in here I have good news for you. Why? Because in this move down in the last 24 hours, we actually took this important low about, let's say, 2.5 cents. And the fact that it seems like that we are getting a beautiful rejection off of this important resistance area between 2.7 to about 2.7.5 cents is definitely another important, maybe bearish sign. Now, if you are a regular viewer of the channel, you probably know that overall in VeChain, we were saying one way or the other, we're going to get a move down. It's just the fact that before that phase, are we going to get maybe like another move up, or maybe we're going to have our move down from the current point. Why? Because you see, one way or the other, I can tell you this is 1 2 3 correction for 4 and maybe another move up into wave 5, indicating from here we're going to have a deep move down. Or I was saying, I think in the previous updates, that maybe this is going to be like 1 2 3 4 5 into 5, and then we are going to have a move on the downside. And based on the signs that I'm seeing, and it seems like that soon we are also going to have overlapping of the waves between our supposedly wave 2 and 4. Well, okay, I'm gonna say probably our wave 5 ended right in here, and now it is time to have a deep move down in VeChain. Who knows, maybe even in order to go all the way down here, possibly to somewhere around these levels between like 1.9 to about 2.1 cents area. For now, I'm considering this thing as my primary scenario, and the moment that I see a rather strong move up in VeChain in order to get back above this level, do a pullback and the continuation of the move up in order to take this high, meaning the moment that we confirmed that this level is broken, at that point, fair enough, I'm going to change my tone a little bit. But now I believe it's probably time for a move down. Now, let's go on H4 time frame and see what is happening in terms of indicators. And as you can see, I believe we talked about this in the previous updates. This is a high, the other one is a lower high, this is also a lower high. So basically we are having a beautiful divergence in here, because on the live chart this is a high, the other one is a higher high. Now, a bearish divergence by itself, I think I said this also in the previous updates, is a negative sign indicating that we're going to get a move down. However, if we get a break of the divergence line, that can be a bit of a different story, and at that point we can count on a sharp move up. But unfortunately, as you can see, for now at least, we haven't gotten a break of the divergence line. So I'm gonna say this is going to work. Why? Because if you remember, at the end of the previous video, we talked about this potential head and shoulder structure right in here. And I was saying what you do not want to see is a break of the neckline. And here is our neckline area right in here. And what are we having at the moment? Well, I can tell you this is our initial breaking phase, followed by that a pullback. And if this move is going to continue a little bit more, and in it we take this low, at that point we need to say that this head and shoulder is actually happening. And what is going to be the target for it? Pay attention. First things first, you need to put your chart on regular scale. Okay, this is very, very important to understand. And then you need to measure the height of your pattern from here to about this point and put it at your breaking point. This is giving you at least like a 2.2 cents VeChain, which I do think it is quite realistic. But after it, who knows, maybe we're gonna even go quite a bit lower than that. Overall, do not get me wrong, that's probably a beautiful buying opportunity. But you know, in the short term, maybe in the next couple of weeks, the picture is going to be a little bit more bearish than bullish. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in VeChain. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.